Hey, hey, hey! It is menu planning day, and I'm really, really excited to talk to you guys about this. Now, I know that this might be the part that feels the most overwhelming and uncomfortable. I've been there. The first time I meal planned, it took me like over an hour and felt very frustrating. But I promise it gets easier. Just like anything else, practice makes perfect. So, um, don't stress. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to help you, and we're going to figure out a meal plan that is going to work for you, that you're going to be excited about, that's going to be easy, and that's going to help you reach your goals, because that's the main thing, right? If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. And I don't want any of you to fail. I want everyone to succeed and reach their goals. So let's talk about menu planning. First of all, if you go to the files in this group, you will see that I have put up a blank menu planner. So go ahead and get on your computer or whatever, print it off. To be honest, I am lazy. I just get a white piece of paper and make my own lines. It's easy for me, no big deal. So let's walk through it. My number one tip, first of all, is to keep it simple, okay? You do not have to have a different breakfast every morning, a different lunch every day, a different dinner every day. Just keep it simple. You'll notice that I am a creature of habit. I have figured out what works for me and what I like, and I kind of stick to the same things. I switch up my vegetables and my fruits every now and then, but I'm a very simple, plain eater. Oh, and like when I make dinner, I do not like cooking, okay? So when I make dinner, I make sure that I have enough for leftovers for at least one night. So I'm not cooking every single night. Now, this time around with this group, I'm trying something that I've never actually tried before. I am meal prepping. So I basically figured out a menu for my week that is the same every day, at least Monday through Friday. I'll probably switch it up for Saturday and Sunday. I haven't quite figured out my menus for those days yet. But Monday through Friday, I am having the same foods all day long. And so far, it's been great. It's been really good. It's been easy. All of this food is already cooked. It's already measured out. It is in bags or Tupperware containers in my fridge. So all of my meals so far for the past few days have been so simple. I literally just grab it and eat it. Some things need to be nuked, so I stick it in the microwave for a minute or two, and I have a delicious, hot, yummy, healthy meal. So let's talk about it. I'm going to tell you what I'm eating for this first week of the challenge. And again, that's for me, that's this week. I kind of wanted to start ahead of you guys so I could figure out how this works and talk to you guys about it. And so far it's working. Now, I am doing core de force. So the first thing I do when I menu plan, I encourage all of you to do this, is pull out your calendar. Make sure you know what your week looks like. You don't want to plan a big meal that you have to cook on a day that you're going to be running kids all over the place, right? Those are going to be your crock pot days or your easy grab and go days. Again, it's a little different for me this week because I've already prepped everything ahead of time. So, but according to my menu plan or my eating plan, and you will find this if you have on demand in the program materials on the website, on Beachbody On Demand, so look on there. But in my eating plan, I figured out how many containers I get every day. So I get 4 greens, 3 purples, 4 reds, 3 yellows, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 4 teaspoons. Now with that, I created a very simple meal plan. Every morning for breakfast, and I will put this up in the page, okay? I'm going to try and figure out how I can get it into the files so you can see exactly what I'm eating this week. So for the meal plan, for breakfast, I'm having steel-cut oats, 2 teaspoons of peanut butter, and berries. That's what I've had the last 3 days. It's been great. So that's 1 yellow, 2 teaspoons, and 1 purple. For snack, I've got cottage cheese and berries. Again, let's see, that's 1 red and then 1 purple. And just a side note, I can't eat eggs. They make me really sick. I developed some kind of a sensitivity to them after one of my kids was born. So you'll notice I don't have any eggs in my menus, but eggs are a great protein. Like, it makes me so sad that I can't eat them. So just keep that in mind when you're planning out your meals. Man, if I could just boil up some eggs and have hard-boiled eggs, that's such an easy one to grab and go. Anyways, lunch for me this week is Shakeology blended with half a banana, spinach, almond milk, and peanut butter. So that's the Shakeology is a red, half banana is a purple, spinach is a green, almond milk is considered a teaspoon, and peanut butter is another teaspoon. So by lunch, I've had all 4 of my teaspoons. I'm also having a little mini salad with it. So I've got a green container of romaine lettuce, a red container of grilled chicken, let's see, a green container of cucumbers and baby tomatoes that are all measured out in little baggies right now, and dressing, homemade dressing from the 21 Day Fix. That's an orange. Okay, so that's kind of a big lunch. I've got a salad and my shake. For a snack every day, I've been having sweet potato and asparagus. Again, it's already cooked. I just nuke it. And then for dinner, I have ground turkey that I cooked up with some taco seasoning, a whole wheat tortilla, and avocado. Avocado is my blue, whole wheat tortilla is another yellow, and ground turkey is my red. Now, I will be honest with you. One thing that I've noticed this week is I do not need this much food. I am not hungry enough to eat it all. Like for example, the berries in the morning, I don't need a whole purple container of berries on my steel cut oats. Like I just don't like that much fruit on my oats. So I've been using like half of a bag thinking I'll finish the bag later. And I haven't needed to. I've switched up a few things I've noticed. So I've got all of this food, literally you guys, all of the meat and everything is already cooked and prepared and measured. Everything is just ready to go. It took me a couple of hours on Sunday. So worth it. Like so worth it. But for example, I've had days where for lunch, all I want is my shake. That's what I'm used to. That's what I usually just have is just a shake. So I haven't had the chicken salad. And I've just kind of moved some of that over, and had like with my dinner with ground turkey, tortilla, and avocado. I've also just put the lettuce on there. Yeah, I mean, I've just kind of mixed it up. I've had the chicken with the sweet potato and asparagus, which is kind of a yummy, like another little dinner. Anyways, and then there have been a couple, like one day at least, where I had one less protein and one less green, and I mean, I just didn't need all of the food. So I'm telling you that to let you know that this isn't like an eating competition. You do not have to eat every single container every single day. If you don't feel hungry, then don't put it in your mouth. You don't need it, okay? So there you go. That's been my experience so far with meal prepping. It's been fantastic. I am planning on doing it again. I decided to go ahead and prep out, or not prep, it's not prepped already, but plan out my menu for this entire 4 weeks of Core de Force. The way it works is weeks 1 and 4 are the same as far as the containers I get. So I've written it all out. What I just told you for this week is going to be the same as week 4. Week 2, I changed it up just a little bit. I still have steel cut oats and peanut butter and berries for breakfast, and cottage cheese and berries for snack, and then Shakeology, half banana, and almond milk for lunch. But then it changes in the evening. I'm having like turkey sloppy joes next week with avocado and whatever. But the point is I get an extra purple in the second week. In the third week, I get an extra purple and I get an extra blue. So that changes it even more. And then fourth week, I go back to week 1. I will share all of those with you in the group. So I'm going to try and get that done as soon as I finish up this video. The way that I used to meal plan, like when I wasn't doing meal prepping, and this is like it worked for me, so I'll probably go back and do that again. In fact, side note, so all of this food that I've prepped, I've obviously prepped it for myself, not for my whole family. I did have enough meat and stuff to have tacos. We had tacos 2 nights, actually. We had a lot of ground turkey and, lots of yummy stuff for tacos. So we've had 2 nights of tacos, taco night. The girls have enjoyed a little bit of grilled chicken and some other things. But I've also, like on nights when Sean works, I've got my meal like planned and ready to go and prepped already. I just make the girls something easy like grilled cheese sandwiches with some vegetables on the side and tomato soup or whatever. So it's an easy cooking, and yet I know that I'm getting exactly what my body needs, if that makes sense. Now, to walk you through the way, that's all right, you're good. Sean's making a shake right now, actually. That's kind of funny. He's a Shakeology lover as well. So to walk you through how I've meal planned for the past few years up until like right now when I'm doing this meal prepping stuff. I have, like I said, I've written out, let's see if I can find an easier. I've written out just kind of a little calendar, okay? And then on the bottom, I put, for example, when I was doing this one, I needed 3 greens, so I put 3 G's, 2 P's for purples, 4 R's for reds, 2 Y's for yellows, a B, an O, and 2 T's. That was how many of each container I needed. And then as I went through and planned out my day, I would just cross them off to make sure that I was getting the exact number of containers written down on my menu, if that makes sense. So for example, this menu says I had steel cut oats for breakfast, 2 teaspoons of peanut butter, and half of a purple container of strawberries. Just a side note, I have been having steel cut oats every single morning since the baby was born, and even before that a little bit, but that helps with milk production. Side note for moms who might be nursing. Steel cut oats are really good for milk production, so that's why I'm making sure that I use that as one of my yellows every single day. Cottage cheese and strawberries. Again, I can't have those eggs, so cottage cheese is a go-to protein for me. Shakeology mixed with half banana, spinach, and almond milk. Veggies and 10 olives. That was an O, an orange container. And then dinner, I was having turkey chili, 2 cups of turkey chili, in fact, with cheese on top. Cheese is a blue container. So just to give you another example. And then I always made sure, see how it says, I don't know if you can tell, it says same. So I did that for Monday and for Tuesday. Leftovers, leftovers, leftovers. I've had things on here like chicken parmesan with vegetables for dinner, 2 nights in a row. Tacos, I'm all about the soft tacos with a whole wheat tortilla and ground turkey, 2 nights in a row. Steak fajitas. So you can have really yummy, awesome, delicious meals while eating clean and eating right. I will share my menus with you guys so you can kind of see what I have used in the past and what has worked for me. But I encourage you to just figure out what works for you. The 10 Eat Clean Principles, I know I mentioned it yesterday, but it's another great resource to kind of go to, and it gives you some good kind of guidelines, like to make sure that you are eating lean protein with complex carbs at each meal. Now, complex carbs are your fruits, your vegetables, your whole grains. Those are all considered carbs, and they're good for you. We need those carbs in our bodies. And some good lean protein that can be not just lean meats, but also like peanut butter or hummus or avocado. A lot of those contain some really great proteins that will help you. You have to be careful because some of those, like nuts too, some of those are healthy fats as well. So be aware of that. That's basically it. Like I said, I'm going to share with you what I have used and what has worked for me and what I'm also eating during this 4-week challenge group. I want to see everybody's menu, okay? Because I haven't been super duper duper strict about that in the past. I've just kind of said, make your menu, and if you need help, I'm here. I want to see everyone's menu. Like, you need to menu plan, okay? Because this is going to really help you succeed, and I want you to be successful. Some other tips, obviously, get rid of the junk. If it's not in the house, you can't eat it, okay? Tell your kids you're sorry. Like, they can have an ice cream when you go out to McDonald's or something, grab them a little ice cream. Don't go to McDonald's very often, but I've taken my kids to McDonald's for like a little ice cream cone this summer so that it's not in my house. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not bringing ice cream into my house. Like, we can go out and just get a little treat and be good. But anyways, get rid of the junk. Plan out your menu. Do your shopping and buy just the food that you need for your week. And be excited, because it's amazing how much better you feel when you are fueling your body properly. The weight will come off, you guys. Like, don't stress out about that stuff. But exercising daily and eating right is going to help you to feel so much better. And that's what I especially want for you guys. So let me see your menus, okay? You know, if you have questions to ask in the group, message me personally, whatever. But let's get some menus written down and ready to go. And I will get these added to the group. Well, hopefully they'll already be in the group by the time you watch this. So That's it. This is a super 15-minute long video. I apologize, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.